Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the RSG, part number DH24120SC. This is an electromagnetic door holder used in typically fire-rated door applications where there's communication from the fire alarm panel to allow the door to close. I'm going to give you a tour of all the parts that you're going to get. First of all, the business end. That is the electromagnet that's housed in this casting. Connections are in the back. We're going to go over that in a moment. It's very simple, very straightforward. This is intended for indoor use only. It's not weatherized, not weatherproof. Surface mount box, should that be something required by your installation. A lot of retrofit obviously are going to require a surface mount installation. Punch outs for your conduit to run your wires to it. You're going to get the door armature. That's the plate that's obviously going to contact the magnet. To go along with this, you're going to get the backing plate that will go through, glad it wasn't glass, through the door. That's what you'll see on the opposite end of the door. It's intended to mate together like this, or more like that actually. You're going to get all of the screws needed to install it. Then a template, and that's for putting the door portion on. Very simple, very straightforward. Then of course installation instructions. And the installation instructions spend much of the actual paperwork giving dimensional properties of the material. Let me give you some general dimensions. Height of the box, about 4 3/4. Width of the box, 2 3/4. Projection, 1.5 inches. Typical sort of single gang sort of application that you're going to have. So, one thing that I like a lot about this RSG electromagnetic holder is it's very attractive. It's completely effective, and it's very inexpensive. So you'll be able to get that into a single gang box, provided that you've got the room, or maybe a surface mount installation. Okay. Now, we were talking about those installation instructions, and they give all of the dimensional properties about the material. Once you get that installed to the wall, however, surface mount or into an existing, into a box that's been applied for that, you're going to apply this template, okay? And that, of course, is going to mate up with, the installation of the door armature. And that gets you all the way over to step 7, actually, of the installation instructions. So much of this is quite self-explanatory, but once you have the box installed, again, it's all about attaching what they're calling the catch plate. And all of those steps are listed there as well, how to go about doing that. Through bolting the armature or catch plate onto the door is what they're expecting that you're going to do. Okay, and again, this electromagnet is used. Very typical application would be a hospital. Doors are held open because of the traffic coming through all the time, wheelchairs, etc., until the fire alarm tells it to let go, and then those doors will close. Now, this is very important to know that you're going to have either line voltage, 120 volt, or low voltage, 120 volt, that you'll be able to wire this as either DC, if you're dealing with low voltage, or AC, obviously, if you're dealing with line voltage. Okay, the chart is there for the wiring, and what you're going to have is these are labeled common, low voltage, and high voltage. So the common is always going to get a wire, low voltage, or the high, meaning line voltage. Your wiring will be, quite frankly, that simple. There's a diagram down here if you're putting them in series. How to go about doing that, it's the same as a light switch. I'm not an electrician, but It's that simple and straightforward. I've installed these. I've wired these. They're not very difficult to install. If you should have any questions about any of these parts, and then finally, extensions are available because you may not have all of the proper sort of conditions required from between the backside of the door and the wall. You might need an extension, is what you're going to possibly deal with to get all that installed, and we can sell you that material. That would come in through here. You would remove the actual armature plate itself from the base and get that installed. So reach out to us if you need help with any extensions. If you have any questions on the RSG number 24120SC electromagnetic door holder, and obviously that's in the aluminum sprayed finish, or any other RSG product, please feel free to reach out to us.